Hey, how's it going? We are taking a look at next woman, right? The fifth one. I have covered a number of those videos already where I'm taking a look at very unique traits, very unique personalities, and some of those areas that some of the women are focusing on. I have covered why it's been noticed. I think everyone noticing this kind of things. I don't know if it's a surprise or not, perhaps. It's just that, if anything, some of those areas are more important than others, but myself, I value all of those skills very highly in some of those areas that would be important. Just to cover briefly, right? Some of those videos that I made, some of those women are working with their hands, right? Uh, I value that. Others would ignore that. For whatever reason, there's a sense of humor up there, which is kind of very important trait for many people, right? As well as I have covered fitness, I have covered law, and within this video, I'm going to be taking a look at accounting. And if anything, there might be one of the most important skill. Then we take a look at different skills and some of those skills that everyone should develop. Within this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the ninja. This is how she like to call herself, I guess. Ninja, so she like to stay invisible if she can, which is kind of interesting. And we're taking a look at very interesting personalities, perhaps. That would be Vanessa Goch, and which is CPA. And let's try to understand her a little bit and what information is up there available for others to read. And some of those good role models, let's bring more attention to women and what kind of woman is doing great things, but perhaps not being recognized. Us as a man, let's support more women, right? First time I have noticed her, it was on, I don't know, there was some comedy, I guess, that I was watching at the time, herself. And let's start with some of those accomplishments that she made, right? I think something that some of those people are doing and how much they're actually focusing on their careers and professional development is such unique skills, and some of the people do understand how to develop those skills and why and how important some of those skills are. So let's bring more people's attention. I don't know if some of the people need to take some time away from watching cat videos. Let's focus on perhaps some of those role models, right? If ninjas and guys who some of the people who prefer to stay invisible if they can. Vanessa graduated with her Master's of Business Taxation and Bachelor's of Science with a double major in Accounting and Finance from University of Southern California, which is kind of very interesting. It's very perhaps all the skills are very hard to do, but I think it's a very important skill to have. Then build her career at Ernest and Young in Los Angeles, where she qualified as CPA and managed the private equity tax team. Within UK, if anyone I have done enough research to understand what would be the process within UK, you need to progress into level 1, level 2, level 3. From there, to progress, you need to start practicing and practice to become a chartered accountant or ACA. You need to do that for roughly, it depends, right, about 150 days or so. So you need to some practice, as well as there would be exams, right, where you can potentially become a qualified chartered accountant. Just to make things more interesting, there's different qualifications that some people can pursue, but myself, currently I don't have time to do it, but it's something that I'm interested in pursuing and achieving that qualification here in UK. Handling clients with assets in the billions as a manager. I don't know. Hopefully, perhaps overseeing some of those numbers, right? I think it's just because of the age, not necessarily. I had a number of interviews with some of those accountants, right? It depending, I can tell, I don't know, 20 minutes in interview, I can tell that some of the people do understand accounting and how the money and numbers work, right? I don't know based on the age, not necessarily we are perhaps in millions, but overseeing some of those processes, not necessarily taking any actions based on that information. So it's a, but okay. I don't know, but let's give enough credit. But since this is, might be a very hard thing to do. She then moved to EY London to manage global clients in assets management and real estate investment funds space. Okay, so again, it's kind of great, but it's just because of the age of not necessarily would you give billions of worth of assets in portfolio of managed to perhaps a board of people, right? 12 people. That's what I will give those assets to, right? Not necessarily to one CPA. If that makes sense. But it's good. It's good that some of the people are tackling large problems, right? The ninja earns the nickname from her unancy ability to do just about anything, which I understand. This is where it comes. So it's people not afraid to take on the challenge, right? Or they're looking for more responsibility. So this is the point that perhaps she was trying to make, that she doesn't mind taking more responsibilities when it comes to tackling some of those challenges. That's the only way how you can succeed, by the way, for some of the people out there looking for role models, right? Taking on more responsibilities and more. And you can tell by looking at this person, she's already tired and she's very young. Her creativity, resourcefulness, and candy attitude takes her everywhere, from cooking in the kitchen or designing out products and merchandise, branding, even hand painting signboards, and perhaps that would has to do with finance as well as something that perhaps she enjoys a lot. That would be cooking, which is kind of great, as well as since she understands finance, perhaps she don't mind doing it herself instead of hiring someone to do it. She also loves serving customers. You may catch her at it on one of the truck occasionally, having learned generously of Cantonese, Hokkien, Malaysian, and Chinese, and so there's a number of different languages and perhaps different cultures that she understands very well, as well as having a knowledge of different languages. Sometimes it's very hard. I could stumble on some of those words in English as well. So it's a very hard thing to do, mastering some of those languages. Not enough that tasks, completing some of those tasks, as well as communicating with others in different languages, right? I think her background, perhaps she's from Malaysia, perhaps, but I'm not entirely sure. If anything, I'm looking to bring more attention to those ninjas up there who should be seen more as role models, perhaps having full-time job. If you would tell me there's a woman up there who has full-time job as well as balancing more responsibilities on top of that when it comes to running a number of different ventures up there as a food truck business. I don't know. I do understand this area very well when it comes to food and everything what it has to do with the UK, all the requirements and everything. It's a very tough area, perhaps. If anything, I would highly recommend perhaps when it comes to investments and managing those portfolios, perhaps investing into chain, perhaps different chains, and establishing and working with that. It's a lot easier to secure finance as well as establishing some of those chains within the UK, and perhaps managing finances. Since we're talking about CPA, managing finances, but again, some of the women prefer doing everything themselves. It's kind of great, I guess. I'll share a link in the description if it's something that you're interested. It seems like she has a job as well as there's a number of other ventures she's operating in, so it's perhaps worth taking a look at or checking her out. Yourself, if you are interested in learning more, I have published a book. Within this book, I'm taking a look at livestock enterprise and everything what you should know when establishing your own first enterprise. Within this book, I'm taking a look at how to achieve first milestone. That would be something perhaps you haven't done it before, and I'm trying to make sure increase success rate when venturing into this kind of business activity. And your progression, successful progression from zero to a first 10,000 euros, dollars, pounds, and how you can achieve this milestone. Finance is just one way to measure success, but you need to set those goals somewhere, right? So it could be financial goals and how to achieve those milestones. You can find all this information about this book, QR code in the corner, as well as company's website below if it's something that you're interested in. I have reached out to a number of financial advisors here in UK. Who There was one who have done it. He had operated three, I think, different restaurants, right, or so, and it was too much taxing adventure for him, where he could sleep perhaps for 7 hours and he was constantly working, right? So I don't know. So everyone needs to do it. It's just a Everyone needs to try to hold two jobs and operating another business or perhaps a number of different projects and ventures. Everyone needs to try it. Everyone needs to do it. And it's kind of interesting is taking a look at some of those people, some of that, even women doing that. Usually you would find men tackling or trying to tackle some of those big issues, right? So if some of the women can balance a number of different tasks, perhaps operating in a number of different businesses as well as I don't know. It's a very challenging thing to do, and it's been recognized. So there's some role models out there for people who are interested in checking some of those people out or supporting them in any way. So there's merchandise and other things they have for sale. If it's something that you're interested, feel free to reach out to me. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.